Hello and welcome to JamboFANTV. It's like a weekly review that we're going to start to do now. We're going to have a look at St Johnstone, Dundee, and then go on to the Kilmarnock game. It's just something new. Like I said before, every Tom, Dick and Harry's doing reviews. And lately, it's getting hard to do reviews and previews because it's very much the same. We're Gordon. Hiya, Gordon. How you doing?
All right.
You're doing okay. Yep. Should we jump straight into it? Again, I've just said it's getting very hard to do, and I'm going to jump straight in with the St Johnstone. I watched it, and like I say, I'm really trying to stay positive with this one, but it was a very, very, very hard watch with a Hearts side that just were lackluster, didn't perform well on the night, very few shots on target, and against the St Johnstone side that are picking up a bit of pace lately.
Yeah, what disappointed me most, I was listening to Open All Mics, and then as I was working last Wednesday night, Open All Mics is a show on Radio Scotland. I don't know if you get it down there or not, but at one point when they went across to Perth, did they mention Hearts in a positive sense until we're down to 10 men. Never mind when they scored the goal. Silly decision making by Sam, trying to gobble on the linesman for about 50 yards away, but towards him, so that was dissent. So as far as I was concerned, he probably deserved his red card. You can't be doing that. And I don't know if you saw that on the TV.
I did. It was somebody tweeted him, and there was a tweet that made me laugh. It was a summary of Scottish football in that week, and it was 1 spitting, 2 fighting. They went through. It wasn't a positive front. You can't. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a professional. He can't be doing that. It's not the kind of thing that the club wants its players to be doing. But I get frustrated at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, when I heard that he'd been sent off, I thought, well, that's our chance. He's disappeared down the tunnel with him and getting anything back. Although we probably had 2 shots to go in the whole game. One I believe was reasonably close. I've not even saw it. I was working on Friday night as well, so I couldn't even watch the BBC Alba rerun of it. And to be honest with you, if you what I've heard about it, it's not an hour of my life I'm going to take out to watch it to see what it was like.
Well, I'll be upfront with you. I watched it, but I didn't. I was flicking through, and it didn't look that good when it was speeded up. I think when we're speeding up, I think our players were moving at normal pace. That's how slow they were on the day. Let's get a bit more positive then. We'll move on to Dundee. Go on, give us your views on the Dundee game.
Dundee game started quite well. I thought we looked like we had a wee bit of a better shape on Saturday. A couple of strikers, Jamie and Cowie playing in behind them. When we got the goal was quite straightforward. Came after 12 or 13 minutes or something like that. Looked like we'd probably go on and get more. The goalkeeper made a great save from a Doom header in the first half. Right at the end of the first half, which if that had went in, we'd have probably went on and had a more Cathro-like performance, if you like. When we win by about 4 goals, and when we lose through stupid mistakes. And Saturday was very un-Cathro-like in that we held on quite comfortably to a 1-0 in the end. I don't know if that's as much to do with Dundee's lack of confidence at the moment. They've had a couple of batterings. They lost to Ross County after getting beat. Was it 7-0? I think it was with Aberdeen. They're looking in all sorts. They came to Tynecastle earlier in the season. We won the game 2-0, but they finished strongly and hit the post and the bar about 4 or 5 times in the second half. And obviously we know what happened at Christmas time there. When we were 2-0 up and they came back in the last half hour and won 3-2. So yeah, I was quite surprised to hang so comfortably. Dundee, they look in all sorts at the moment. To be fair to them, they're in a bit of trouble, I think.
Yeah, definitely. They look like a side that were lacking confidence in that. A bit disappointed in. I mean, a win's a win, and you can only beat who's in front of you at the end of the day. But I were expecting us to sort of kick on a little bit and maybe stick a few more in. Am I expecting too much?
No, like I say, Dundee are lacking in confidence at the moment. I think had we went 2-0 up just before half time, I don't know if you can't be too critical. The June was quite low to the keeper's left hand, but the momentum was taking the keeper that way. Maybe if he'd headed it back the way where the cross came, the keeper would have been completely wrong-footed. And I think if they got 2 in front of them, yeah, three or 4 again was probably on the cards, which is it's really weird to be. We look like we can't buy a win, and suddenly we beat teams 4-0, and then we've like I say we've had a comfortable 1-0 on Saturday, which is it's not been like us at all since Catherine arrived. That was probably a more professional performance, if you like, than we've had of late.
I guess in terms of looking at it from a positive point of view, yeah, and we didn't kick on and we didn't get the extra goals, but we didn't give anything away. And at the end of the day, we as a side we need confidence, and you know we've not been oozing with that of late. So just to be able to get over the line and get the 3 points. There was one tweet that was just making me, it was creasing me up, and I can't remember who said it. He said it was nice just to come away from a game and not be depressed. And I think that sums up a lot of Hearts fans' feelings on it. While we're on, I know I keep coming back to Twitter, and you do the Facebook thing, so throw in anything that you want. But we did the sort of the voting bit on Twitter. So many people were saying about the strikers that are needed, and I know we're coming sort of to the end of the season, so we can jabber on about it a little bit about strikers in terms of what's needed for next year, and defence came up, and I remember the other week you were talking about goalkeeper and defence. Maybe we'll have a look at the goalkeeper because he's been pulling off 1 or 2 of late, but strikers for me in the games that we've been playing in, chances are coming in, but they're just not being finished. Do you agree with what we were saying? I think it was something like 68% of people were saying that definitely strikers are needed.
Yeah, it's a funny thing with Hearts. Whenever we get a striker, we've got at times what seems to be the most promising striker in the league, and guys who do score goals. I mean, take your way back to like guys like Dennis Winus and John Sutton, and if they came in and everybody's been quite confident they're going to do stuff, I just don't know. We turn strikers into absolutely. You can be ensured of a goal drought when you come to Tynecastle. It seems guys stop. I mean, I don't think anybody was totally enamoured. To be fair, with Connor Salmon signing in the summer, I think we're maybe a wee bit disappointed that. A bit more excited with Goncalves, and he does actually look like he might arguably be the 15-20 goals a season guy next season if we can keep him clear of injury. But yeah, I think we definitely need a support up there. We probably need a couple of more attacking midfielders to get beyond him. Give him a bit more space to play in. The tighter games, he's been probably quite easily marked out. Games like Hibs, the Aberdeen game, some of the teams that are a bit slightly more defensive against us, they tend to be tight. We don't get bodies forward to cause tight defences that many problems sometimes. I think.
Yeah, I guess you can see, like you said, in games gone by, his frustration. And I think that's the kind of player that we need. We need players to play off him and play in and around him, because it's quite easy to isolate him. Like you said, with Hibs did it quite effectively, and then he loses his cool a little bit. We're going into the Kilmarnock game. Do you see much change in the side? There's 1 or 2 people, like I said, I'm on his Twitter account, and there's 1 or 2 people sort of saying that they would like a a change round. There's nothing to lose, as they were saying. You know my view. I'd like to see some youth coming in. There's one or two people who are advising me that we haven't got anybody coming through, and I fail to believe that. Just to be able to give, even if it's a place on the bench and an involvement in the first team. I think it's time that people were given those opportunities. What are you thinking for the Kilmarnock game?
Yeah, I agree. We're obviously safe now in the top 6, so there's no danger of sliding into it. I never thought there was, to be honest with you, but the danger was always there. If you lose every week, you're going to get dragged into it. But obviously we've consolidated our place in the top 6 now. I would suggest that Curry, beside Goncalves, perhaps deserves a run. They introduced Beath against Celtic, so why not try and find a place for him? I thought Novak and Boabin worked quite well at centre halves. The end of the St Johnstone game, I believe, and what I witnessed on Saturday myself. Both of them can carry the ball out the defence and start moves, but a bit quicker, I think, than maybe Arvanitis did. And Julius, it could be, unless he's got some sort of clause in his contract that he has to play, then it's probably a big, massive gamble taking such an experienced guy out for somebody like Beath. But why not? I mean, Kilmarnock themselves have proved in the recent weeks they've turned to their youth and stuck some of the low knees back on the bench. They've got a young goalkeeper who's keeping Jamie McDonald out of the team. They'll probably have to be even more youth on Friday, because Salmon can't play against us, I believe. So yeah, there could be two quite young teams on Friday night, and with a bit of luck. And I don't see how anything lose, like you say, by putting them out there. And I think Kilmarnock are quite safe as well. They are looking at the league table there. They're 5 points clear of the playoff place. They might see Friday night as an opportunity to be totally safe by beating us. But yeah, I get bringing the young guys, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, my sort of way of thinking of it is if people aren't good enough, then it's time to sort of release them to flourish elsewhere, and start to have a look at having a look at the youth system. But if people are able to come in, just like Curry, you mentioned Curry before, and that display against Hibernian, when everybody else was looking down and out, and he came on and just like a pro, he just took the game to him. Played like he was playing just throwing his jumper down for goalposts and having a go at it. So I just think that start to introduce and just to see what people have got in the locker. And also to see from the gaffer's point of view, is there anybody coming through that's going to meet his style? Whatever. I'm failing to see what the style is. I'd like to see, and I'm not one of these who's saying, "Oh, the gaffer's got to go, the gaffer's got to go." But I want him to sort of impose his style and see what that takes us through for next season. Because up to now, it's sort of, I don't know. It's almost been like survival some games. The game coming up, a winnable game, Gordon?
You have to say Kilmarnock is winnable. We lost 2-0 there early on, but I believe, again, I wasn't there, I was working again, but I believe we missed a lot of chances and we had a lot of possession. Got hit in the break for the first goal, and probably didn't, to be fair, didn't look like coming back from what I heard that night. Although I believe the chance we did miss was an absolute sitter by Tony Watt. We obviously, what's the date? There's the 27th of December. We played them, and apart from an early chance with Chris Boyd, it's probably the match that we were determined to show Chris Boyd he was completely wrong about our new manager, with the stuff he'd written in the Sun column about the laptop and all that carry on, and we absolutely ended up hammering them 4-0, completely outside. So I would probably expect, or would like to think, that we could go there and be the better side at least. And as we've seen in recent times, looks like the first goal's vital with Hearts. If the first goal goes in for us, then yeah, we're alright. We kick on for that. First goal goes in for them. Beginning to think we didn't look like we're coming back for a 1-0 deficit these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, there should be no pressure on players at this stage of the season. So yeah, I hope they go out there and enjoy themselves, and takes the pressure off them a little. And they're away from home, which has got to help them. Rather than being booed off at half time, which has been happening of late. I see a win. I'd hate to think of us losing to a Kilmarnock. That's very disrespectful to Kilmarnock, isn't it? But yeah, I see a win. Are you going for are we going to go for a score prediction?
I would have to go maybe 1-0 again. I think if he keeps that same defence, actually, it's probably. We should have maybe mentioned that Liam Smith came back in and did quite well. He had a few shaky games when he got left out the team earlier on in the season. Struner looked okay on the left-hand side, just quite a professional performance. I can't really see. There was one mistake in the defence in the whole match, when Novak was robbed by White, and he went through and he really scarfed his shot across it. And it would have been harsh if Hearts had drawn 1-1 on Saturday. Or would dominated the game. But we could have, because of that mistake. But that was the only one that stuck out on Saturday, and I'm hoping I would keep that same defence definitely during the week, and I'll go for 1-0 Hearts Friday.
I agree with you, and I'd be happy with a 1-0 to tell you. I don't think we've got a lot of goals in us, but I certainly think that we could outplay Kilmarnock, and if we sort of have the same momentum as we did against Dundee. But what do I know? But I'll tell you something, Gordon. We have this bet of the week every week, and I'm absolutely bloody rubbish at choosing anything. But we nearly got it this week, and it was West Brom that let us down. And I was so confident on that one, and we were giving away one of the home shirts. If you don't know about it, if you're watching this and you're on Twitter or you're on Facebook and you look at it, we do a bet of the week every week. And if you get on it, all you have to do is retweet it and follow us or like it if you're on there on Facebook. And it's a free bet, basically. And if we win, you win. We don't keep anything from it. So if we win, we give something away. It has been, we had a look at vouchers in the past, but thought that we'd give some shirts away. So have a look at us this week and see what we do. And I'll even include the Hearts one in this one, and I'll bang it down for 1-0. You never know. You never know. Anything else you want to add, Gordon, before we say good night?
No, I'm quite happy with that. I'm off to watch Broadchurch now. A bit of drama in my life again. A boring 1-0 at the weekend. Just life's never dull as a Hearts fan unless you win 1-0 at Dundee.
There are other programmes out there if you want to watch them. Don't forget to subscribe, like I said, and if you want him to come on, don't forget just give us a bell and come on with me and Gordon and have a chat. Dead easy. We can do it. Bloody anybody can do it. Don't forget to subscribe. If the subscriptions, we really need those. Have a look at Gordon on Facebook. Have a look at myself on the Twitter. And if you go into the Kilmarnock game, enjoy yourself. There was a little bit of debate going. I'll throw it in. About what a supporter and what a fan is. Somebody was talking about fans being those that get to games, and supporters are it all got very, very complicated. We don't. A Hearts fan is a Hearts fan, whether you're a million miles away from the game or you're actually sitting 2 foot away from the pitch. We've been JamboFANTV, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again after the Kilmarnock game. Speak again soon.